the previous speaker has highlighted what analytical investigation is required. Now we have to start patient treatment. What is more important is people are worried. First question they ask is how long do you have to take this medication? Second thing is what are the side effects? So they don't ask what are the good effects, but the side effects. So we should know what are the side effects, how to tackle that. So I will be talking mainly on that. Okay. So this is from the AHS scientific sessions. 52,000 people were analyzed, 2 years follow-up. Only 28% of patients persisted with statins, 41% persisted in antihypertensive agents. Moreover, younger patients, less than 65 years, were more likely to stop therapy prematurely than older patients. So, another study, only 1 in 3 patients were ordered to preventive therapy after 6 months. So, month were actually not taking. Most people had more number of tablets. And you can also see that if you withdraw statins, you can see that the mortality even rates were higher. So we should higher around the patients about this things. If you stop, the mortality is more. How long to take treatment is lifelong. Measuring of plasma liquid, this has already been highlighted, so I won't go into this. So drug therapy, most important as the previous speaker told, is ADL, and the way is that we have statins. First information you must give is that statin once started is lifelong, that is lifelong. It just acts for a day, the moment you stop, once it will go out. Exceptions as well as been already highlighted, so I'm not waiting for that. But what is the most common cause why people don't take the statin is because of muscle-related symptoms, because that's statin intolerance. So it's called as myalgia, less of the myositis or rhabdomyolysis develops. There are other side effects like hepatotoxicity, hemorrhagic stroke, cognitive decline, neuropathy, diabetes, insomnia, arthritis, etc. This for semantics, the terminology. What do you mean by myopathy? It's a generic term for any disease of muscle. Myalgia, muscle ache or weakness without creatinine elevation. Myositis, muscle symptoms with an increased CK levels, and rhabdomyolysis is a more severe form with markedly increased creatinine, more than 10-fold elevation with increasing creatinine. What is the mechanism? Why do we have to start in this myalgia? Because we are blocking this HLG-CoA, so the downstream pathways products are not being formed. Isophenolated proteins, ubiquinone, these glycols, they are not being generated and they are responsible for these symptoms. So they produce 2 distinct forms of myotoxicity, what is known as toxic and immune-related. So many times the most common cause is drug-related. You combine the statin with another drug and that can produce. One of them, most important is fibrase, especially GEM 5%. So that's the reason phenolphthalein is preferred. And then you have this CYP 3 or 4 inhibitors like ketoconazole. Many times we use it for fungal infection, the fluconazole, etc. So then the patient is also taking a statin, you can get myalgia worsening. Macrolide antibiotics can also produce, especially with atorvastatin, simvastatin, parastatin. HIV drugs, protease inhibitors, verapamil and diltiazem can also produce. So they can cause an increase in the statin level, produce myalgia. Amyloid can also produce. Then you also have CYP2C9 inhibitors, fluconazole, ketoconazole. More so, if you're using rosuvastatin or fluvastatin, it's quite commonly used now that the advent of SGLT2 inhibitors, you get a genetic myocardial infection, you give them antifungal, and in fact, certain patients will come with a myalgia, and this will be the reason. And cyclosporine, all except the fluvastatin doesn't happen, and colchicine also, they are muscle toxins. Inflammatory myositis, there are some case reports of this inflammatory myositis. They can be like polymyositis or dermatomyositis. They are very uncommon. Large elevation of levels, they have a myopathic pattern on EMG, and a muscle biopsy shows inflammatory infiltrates. Stop the drug, treat them with immunosuppressive agents, especially glucocorticoids, to get a resolution. Non-inflammatory, they are a distinct type. Muscle biopsy shows necrotizing myopathy without statin-induced side effects. Smaller body weight, drug interactions, grapefruit juice also pomegranate and star fruit can also produce. Hypothyroidism has been highlighted previously, very important. Somebody has myalgia, you have to look for is hypothyroidism and vitamin D deficiency. Advanced stage, you get more side effects. Liver disease, renal disease, increased alcohol consumption, drug abuse, heavy exercise, you get an increase in CK levels. So what do you do to prevent? So check CK levels if the patient complains of these symptoms. See whether the patient had done strenuous exercise or consumption of grateful, as I told you, pomegranate or star fruit juice. Look whether they are using drugs, antifungals, macrolides, fibrates, especially gemfibrous, calcium channel blockers. Vitamin D deficiency very important. Hypothyroidism. How do you treat this then? So it will be a statin-based approach. One, you can try with a lower dose. So when the patient has severe symptoms, stop it temporarily. Start the same at lower dose, or you could switch the statins, either pravastatin or fluostatin, which would be the least side effects, or you can use rosuvastatin at a low dose, 2-3 times per week. And then you also have what is pulse therapy. Normally, the muscle symptoms takes around 2 months to develop. After 2 months, so you give the patient this drug. After 2 months, give a break of 2 weeks and restart, because that's the time it starts. You stop it, the effect goes off. And the rationale is some drug is better than no drug. That's it. And red is rice. So this contains yeast which produces monoacrylamide K, which is related to lower for reasons not known. When you eat this containing the lower nothing happens. But when you take a drug, the patient gets myalgia. Maybe it's more placebo-like thing. The patient would have read, okay, this produces myalgia, and they feel they are also having it. But this red is rice is supposed to help. Non-statin medication, one of them useful is ezetimibe, can use 10 mg of atorvastatin plus 10 mg of ezetimibe, gives the same effect as 8 mg of atorvastatin. Other options include use of biacid cyclosporins or niacin. So what do you do? Recommendation: routine monitoring not required. Patient has symptoms, do. CK less than 5, reassure. CK more than 5 to 10, keep a watch on that. Periodical CK assessment. More than 10, stop it. Other things you can try is giving tonic water. So tonic water contains quinine and it actually helps to reduce the cramps which can happen because of this. And for example, supplementation mechanism not known. It could help. There's no harm in giving. That's a thing. Other things I have already told you. Nowadays, the patients come to us and tell if I take statins, I get diabetes, and there has been a WhatsApp message given by some doctors also. Yes, unnecessarily it's being prescribed. Incidence of diabetes is increased. What I found is how much it will increase. Treatment based on meta-analysis, treatment with statins versus placebo in 255 subjects over 4 years will cause 1 new case of diabetes, but you are preventing 5.5 major events. So you are preventing that much. 5.5 people survive. You may get a little bit more, I think this can be tackled. What I also found is why this happened is majority of them in one of the studies were actually eating more once they started on with statins. They are eating more of fatty food, they put on weight, and these patients also are pre-diabetic or they are having a metabolic syndrome, and that was the reason why this happened. Why this happens is the effect on beta cells. You have an increased influx of cholesterol cells, inhibition of ubiquinone synthesis, mitochondrial oxidative stress, and beta cell apoptosis, or it may activate inflammasome NLRP3. So, which in the presence of endotoxins can produce insulin resistance. Liver, stagnant in liver. In fact, many of the diabetics, 30 to 100% may have some NASH or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. In fact, we give the statins, it's probably helpful. So, the most common cause why it happens is because of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Statin-induced liver disease is very, very, very rare. So, irreversible liver damage from resulting from statins is extremely rare, 1 in 50 million prescriptions. So, how to prevent that? Get a LFT at baseline and at 6 and 12 weeks. If it doesn't happen, probably it won't happen. So, if aminotransferase remain more than 3 times the upper limit of normal, consider changing to a different statin or look what caused this. There will be some identified prescription from Enhance. We have Enhance next to our hospital. Some patients come, they tell, I'm on statins, should I continue? My memory is decreasing because of this. So what is the recommendation? Information from case reports about this is inconclusive, not reliable, and has not been proven in a cause and effect manner. It could be because of other reasons, and the clinicians what we should know is benefit of statins in patients at risk of cardiovascular events far outweigh the risk of cognitive dysfunction. Cognitive effects of statins are rare, and evidence to support causality is weak and non-existent. Complaints associated with memory in patients whose cognitive symptoms persist even after statin discontinuation. So it's not because of the statin. What about the renal failure? What do you do? Atorvastatin and fluvastatin, minimum renal failure is less than 6% is clear. So it's probably the better ones. Rosuvastatin up to 10%, but because it has a long half-life, it's better not to do that. So choice will be atorvastatin or fluvastatin. What about statins and hemorrhagic stroke? So one post-hoc analysis on the SMART trial, 68% increased risk they found. And the hypothesis was that cholesterol is important for cerebrovascular volatility, and at low levels they increase the risk of vessel rupture and ICH. But in a meta-analysis of 31 RCTs showed that it is not associated with increased ICH. And coming to the next drug, what we use, bile-acid sequestrants. Most common side effects, constipation, nausea, bloating. So what do you do in these patients? Start with the low dose. Tell the patient about to start with the 1 gram, gradually go to 8, 12, like that, or 7. So these drugs can interfere with the absorption of a variety of drugs. So what you do, either take the other drugs 1 to 2 hours prior or 4 to 6 hours after you have given the bile-acid sequestrant. The better one is Cold It does not interfere with many drugs except dopamine or thyroxine. There are some concerns about absorption of fat soluble vitamins, vitamin K deficiency, but then this is very rare. Don't use it in patients with severe constipation or biliary obstruction. One of the side effects is it can produce worsened hyperthyroidism, so don't use it in patients with hyperthyroidism again. Or this beta-lipoproteinase. How do you reduce the side effect of this? The protein from the dyspepsia. So what you do is you take the drug suspended in liquid several hours before the ingestion. For example, you want to give an evening doses can be mixed in the morning. You refrigerate it. Similarly, the morning dose can be mixed the previous evening and refrigerate it. So by doing this, the side effects of bile-acid sequestration is less. Now the other drug we commonly use for hyperthyroidism is fibrates. There is an increased risk of gallstones because the lipogenicity of bile is increased. Liver enzymes may increase, especially with phenofibrate. Avoid patients with renal insufficiency. If you have renal insufficiency, avoid it because it can produce myopathy. Phenofibrate does not interfere with statin metabolism, whereas gemfibrozil will happen. So this combination is not good. Rhabdomyolysis happens when statin plus gemfibrozil is added. So why? Because gemfibrozil inhibits the hepatic uptake of statins by this organic animal transporter E1. So this gem also competes for the same one, and hence there is an increased levels of statins. You have to be careful about oral anticoagulants that can be increased, so monitor the PPINR more frequently. Fibrates contraindicated in patients with liver or gallbladder disorder. If at all you want to use fibrate in pregnancy, especially you can use gemfibrozil has been tried in second trimester who had very high levels of triglycerides who are at risk of pancreatitis. One more thing, many of the doctors keep asking, when you use fibrate, there is an increase in reactive. There is 12% increase in the field trial from 0.88 to 0.99. It's seen with all the fibrates, the reversible also. Rarely it has happened with fibrates alone also, it's very rare. But more commonly, I have seen 100 patients like this, stop the blood, the prednisone, it has gone. Fibrates and retinopathy, one thing which you can impress upon the patient is that if you give fibrates, in fact, the retinopathy can improve. From the ACORD trial and the FEED trial, they found they required a lesser amount of laser therapy. Progression to of the retinopathy was also lesser with this because of its effect on retinal pigment epithelial cells. As it relates, previously it was not, it had not shown some good benefit, but now it has improved a trial which showed that in ACS patients when they gain more than 50, if you use it, you get an additional say 16% improvement in CV outcomes. So it's a useful alternative to statins in recovery. Some side effects like diarrhea and possibly myalgia. Myopathy is rare. Ezetimibe can increase cytosine levels. Fibrates can increase the levels of ezetimibe. What is the rational the significance? Don't know. Don't use it in pregnancy or in severe liver dysfunction. They inhibit the absorption of bioacid inhibit the absorption of ezetimibe, so don't use it together. Niacin is the last drug. The usage actually has come down after the AMI and the HBS trial study because they found there was no benefit. In fact, there was slightly increased incidence of stroke. But then they had used it in patients who already had a low ADL. So they thought, okay, if you increase the HDL, it will be beneficial. So that's not the right choice. Suppose the patient is intolerant to, say, statin and you want to use it, you can still use it. You have a patient with failure hypercholesterolemia, you have a full dose of statins, and still you are not able to drink, you can still use this drug. So what are the side effects? Cutaneous flushing. This usually happens in the first dose, after 15 to 60 minutes after injection, lasts for 15 to 30 minutes because of the release of prostaglandin D2. So how to prevent that? You take an aspirin 30 to 60 minutes before. How can you further prevent? Start with small dose, say if I'm using the extended release one, start with 5 mg, go up to 1 gram, slowly go up titrate. SR or ER preparation, you take it at bedtime. Avoid spicy food, alcohol or hot bath at night. The SR preparations are better and they will get this in the sleep. So if it's disturbing the sleep, then they have to switch to the quick release one. So start at low dose, up titrate slowly. So the extended release one can be given in meals if the patient awakens and flushes in the middle of the night. The short-acting one should be given always with meals. Usually initiated at 5 mg bedtime. What about liver toxicity? So liver function test should be monitored because hepatotoxicity is the most serious side effect. More commonly, the extended release or the SR preparations. The reason being the short-acting ones are metabolized by conjugation and they produce less toxic products, whereas the long-acting ones will get metabolized by an amide pathway and they produce toxic intermediates, and that's why. And also, don't change brands after you have titrated to high doses. What are the signs? Nausea, fatigue, flu-like reaction in malaise, signs of hepatotoxicity, AC and AT are elevated, serum albumin levels decrease, and one more thing you notice is there is a reduction of ATL by more than 50%. If that happens, you suspect probably we're dealing with niacin toxicity. And as I told you, concurrent use of statin and niacin can produce neuropathy. So the statin should be administered at no more than 25% of this maximum dose. So the patient should be instructed to discontinue therapy if flu-like muscle aches happen. So once you have made a diagnosis, before you start the patient, this is my last slide. So before you start the patient, has taken that was lipid profile proper. You are given 12 hours fast, rule out the secondary causes, and once you start, you must know what are the side effects. Educate the patient about that. You tell about that statin therapy is like